Hi, this is Sucharata, once again your SST teacher. If you remember last time, we saw what power sharing is all about. And we all know, unless we do not share the powers, we do not share the responsibilities, we cannot be a happy government. Now, in continuation with that, we are going to pick up the second chapter of Civics, Federalism. Before I start explaining you the chapter, let's try and understand the concept, the new terms, the new vocabulary which is going to be used in the chapter again and again. First of all, Federalism, the name of the chapter itself. As the name suggests, this means division of the power between the levels of the government. At some places, you could have two sets of government. In some countries, it could be three types of government. For example, in India, we have the three levels of government. So, when the divisions are done, when the power is shared, it is the federalism, and India is of course a federal country. Next, we have unitary. Unitary means when all the powers rest in one government, that is the central government, which enjoys all the power and does not share it with any other government. That is the unitary government. That is when the union government is all very powerful. Next, jurisdiction. Jurisdiction means what is the area, what is the domain wherein you can penetrate, wherein you can make laws, wherein you can do whatever you want to. That is the jurisdiction of that particular government. Next is the tier system. As the word suggests, tier means the division. For example, in India, we have the three-tier system. That is the union government, state government, and then we have the local government, the Panchayati Raj. So, that is the tier system, India having three-tier system government. Next, very important, and which you have to understand, is coming together federation. Coming together federation, again as the name suggests, it is that few states, that is few countries, have come together and they have formed a confederation, a group, a union. But remember, they have one motto, and that is they are pooling sovereignty and retaining independence. Meaning to say, whatever is their power, whatever is their jurisdiction, they all have pooled that. They all are there together enjoying whatever is happening, but not at the cost of their independence. They all are independent identities, but they have pooled in, they have gathered in the sovereignty, which makes that particular coming together federation a strong federation. Next, we have holding together federation. Holding together federation means when a country is very big, then there are many states, districts in that country. Now, these states and districts, when they come together and they form a country, they form a union, that is coming together federation. And here, for example, we say India. India is what? Example of holding together federation. That is the small states that we have come together to form a bigger union. List system. Now, list system means that when the division of power, as I said, is done between the three levels of the government or two levels of the government, wherever as it is, then you need to have certain jurisdictions, certain areas, certain subjects which are actually in the domain of a particular government. And for this, we have the list system. In the list system, the first list that you have is the union list. Union list means again that the central government has all the powers to legislate, to make laws in this particular list, the union list. Then we have the state list. The state list wherein the state governments make laws, legislate laws, and then we have the concurrent list. Concurrent is those lists wherein both the union and the state government make laws, but if there is a clash, then whatever the union government wants, then that has to be accepted by the state government. Then the residuary powers. The residuary powers are those powers which are actually those which had been left out, which are not there or which were not there in the earlier times, which have cropped up now. Now, I shall explain you once again next time what list system is all about. Linguistic states. Linguistic states means when the states are made on the basis of the language that the people speak. In India, when the reorganization was done, mostly the states which were made were on the basis of language. That is, we have linguistic states in India. Of course, few people thought that this might pose a problem, a threat to our unity, but in fact, it has not been like that. It has been a boon because the linguistic states have been able to preserve their culture in a better manner. New term which has come up now and which is seen so much these days is the coalition government. Coalition government means when one political party does not get majority and two or more parties come together to form a government, that is a coalition government. And in India, we have seen due to various reasons, we have not been able to see one party in power. There has been coalition governments in the past. Next, what we have is decentralization. Decentralization, that is, we are getting separated from the center, meaning to say that the powers are now divided, the powers are now given to the government at the lowest level, at the grassroots level, from the union, state to the Panchayati Raj. Here is the decentralization system. So, these are the new terms which you have seen before we actually start with the chapter Federalism.